In this video, we're going to talk about using virtual reality for heavy machinery training and other practical industrial applications with ForgeFX.
I'm Greg Meyers from ForgeFX Simulations, and we produce custom 3D training simulators. So we work with customers who have complicated pieces of equipment or processes. We produce a digital twin of them that allows them to have a virtual version of either their piece of equipment, their process, and then we layer a training program on top of it that allows us to train people really comprehensively on whatever our customer's piece of equipment is.
Nice, and yeah, so tell me what we've got. We've got some like heavy machinery training here. So what kind of scenarios do we have where we're training?
So our roots are in heavy equipment manufacturing. So we work for Komatsu, Caterpillar, JLG. Some of our industrial training simulators, we take the real world controls directly off the pieces of equipment, wire them from CAN bus to USB, so it works with a standard PC. In this case, we're using the MetaQuest headset in order to provide our display device. Also gives us hand tracking. And then we've hooked up the real world controls, so a user not only understands the overall concept of operating this piece of equipment, but they get the muscle memory as well. This is also a networked multi-user application, so trainers and trainees can work together, collaborate, train, even if they're not on the same continent and don't have a piece of equipment with them.
And tell me about how you're building these virtual worlds where you are training everyone.
Sure. So for JLG, for example, they've got a training facility in McConnellsburg, Pennsylvania called JLG University. We went there, we fly a drone overhead, we shoot LiDAR and able to recreate that exact same space in VR. So by the time a user goes through the simulator, they not only understand how the equipment works, but they also are understanding the different obstacles that they're going to have to deal with in the real world once they matriculate from simulator training to real world training.
And so I saw he was looking through the headset and he was touching, it looked like the virtual display of the controls, but he's actually touching the real controls?
Yes.
So like how is it mapped? How is the virtual world and the real world like mapped together?
Right. So one of the challenges of VR is that once you put that headset on, you're blind to the real world. So even if you've got the real world controls, you can't see them. So what we do is we build a virtual set of controls and map them one-to-one. We have a calibration process that allows us to map the exact location of these controls to where they are in the physical space, to the virtual control. So when I put on the headset and my physical hand touches that physical control and I see my virtual hand touch the virtual control, my brain thinks I've seen my hand touch that control and I've felt it because there's one-to-one haptics, even though I haven't actually felt that. And that allows us to train people really well where they don't have to see the equipment, but they can still look down and see a virtual version of the controls.
Okay. Cool. Thanks a lot, Greg.
You're welcome. My pleasure.